Hi group, in this video you're going to know about a quick breathing exercise you can do anytime, anywhere to help calm down the circuits or turn down the beta brainwave activity that you're experiencing, which is often those challenging emotions. And once you're able to breathe, you're able to change the wavelength to something that's more in an alpha brainwave state, and you think more clearly and move through any of the challenging emotions that you have even better. You're going to have this technique, and I hope you feel empowered and you realize that you had the potential to tap into your own personal power just by this one exercise. There's a lot of other things you can do, but that's what I was going to just focus on. So I hope you feel even better than when you started. And then the second part of this video is going to be me just going over and giving some feedback on the comments on the page. All right, so part one, it's the box breathing. I'm going to do a 4 count and then hold up my fingers, and then 2 and then 4 out. So I'll demonstrate. You can try it. So I believe that was 4. I want you to pause this video and do 3 more on your own and then come back to this. All right, so just doing some simple breathing can help you move through challenging emotions, and I highly suggest you do that one every single day. If you do it in the morning, you're priming your brain, you're priming those emotions for the rest of the day, so you can come back to that, you can return that back to that um, little breathing meditation that you've done early in the day. So I'm going to respond to some posts now. Michael Goodwin said, I don't know what to do with my life anymore. I've been depressed and just been giving up slowly. I'm hurt and broken. You got some good feedback. Don't give up. Times are tough. I feel the same sometimes, Mohammed said. So looks like there's a lot of people in your boat, Michael. This is definitely one of the most challenging times in the history of the world, really. And there's a lot of things wrong with the world. So try to look at what's right and show appreciation, show gratitude for what you have in your life. You can do this by asking yourself the question, what am I most grateful for right now? Or what do I appreciate most in my life right now? And think about it. So changing your focus from being depressed and wanting to give up, you can start to feel different emotions by just changing how you focus. And um, for you and for other people posting in the group, if you can put it in the your post in the form of a question, that helps me better answer it. So, Mike, can anyone help with my depression? I'm depressed all the time and don't even care about things I used to. I'm on Zoloft and Lorpazam. This has been on for years. My wife died 10 years ago. It gets worse as time goes by. I don't even care about finding a girlfriend. Yeah, that is certainly a difficult situation. As far as the prescription drugs go, I would consult with a physician and I would even recommend a naturopathic doctor. So a naturopathic doctor can give you something more natural. They can even prescribe to you a medical marijuana card if you want to go natural that way. And yeah, I would check that out. Maybe the drugs aren't helping you, but you want to consult with a professional on that. Secondly, I would want to take a look at your habits that you're doing every single day. So, what does Mike's day look like? Are you going to work? Are you getting home and doing a coping skill, or are you not doing a coping skill, then going to bed? So, is there a project that you're working on in your life that gives you joy? You said you have had a wife. I mean, do you have kids? Do you have any pets? Like, what's Mike's habits look like? So if I were to take the inventory of that, then I'd be able to help you out even better. So you can reach out to me, and we can talk about that. And yeah, as far as you don't care about finding the girlfriend, I definitely um, can relate to that. Just great feelings of apathy, like why should I even bother, and or I don't even want to. So yeah, that's certainly something I can relate to, and I think you need someone to talk to really because there's a lot there, right? Um, yeah. Well, I hope you take care, and looks like you got some feedback on the on your post there. So Mike said, "What kind of physical symptoms does anxiety, depression do you have?" I have burning, tingling, muscle spasms, dry mouth. For me, a lot of it's just I feel it right here in my head, eyebrows, in my throat sometimes. It could be heavy in the chest or even the heart. But it's usually in the head for me. Bradley said, I turned 59 today. It's really so shocking getting older. I remember thinking constantly when I was younger that I had so much time that I would never get old. And when I did, I wouldn't feel like it. Even though I have had depression all my life, I remember wanting to die at 6 years old. Never felt like it like the last 4 or 5 years. Lost my job when my company went bankrupt, and then March 2019, I was extremely successful in their 35-year career. Interviewed, got nowhere. People think you're too old. In the last 6 months, I couldn't. Basically, you're devastated by COVID, and then you got pulled into a Ponzi scheme and lost 130K. Now I need to find a job and move on with my life. I'll never forgive myself. My depression is so severe, so overwhelming. Friends are gone. If anyone I tell stops calling me, and everyone senses it and disappears, then you say you were a fighter. You had a great personality. Everyone wanted to be around you. 5 years ago, that vanished. I have nothing. Guilt, shame, hatred, self hatred. Then you talk about how you're researching suicide and you don't have the courage to go through with it. And then you say you're going to run out of money, you're going to have to let everything go, pets, your home, your car, move back to Texas with nothing, be a burden to your brother. I don't see answers. A way through this. This post is long. All right. It is kind of a longer post, but I got the gist of it, Bradley. Yeah, it seems like you've had a lot of life experience. And, well, Bradley, I did some research, and I'll tell you kind of a short story that might change your perspective. Um, there's a guy that wanted to let the world know that he had the best chicken recipe in the world, and he got rejected over and over again. And I'm sure you know who I'm talking about now. He was 62 years old when he founded KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken. And he was this broke, poor person his whole life up until then. And when he was 62, that's when he founded it and actually started to be able to create wealth. And the wealth was the byproduct of him wanting to have people know he had the best chicken in the world. So I wouldn't feel too bad in just contrasting with that story. I know it's kind of a goofy one, but there's people out there that don't think that they just don't have money and wealth or an affluence, whatever word you use, think about success. They don't have that ingrained as part of their identity so much. So for me, for example, I go to the gym a lot and the gym shaped my identity, but as I age, I won't be able to retain my muscle, and then who am I, right? So who are you without your money? Who am I without my muscles and my health and my weightlifting? So there's, I think, a lot of exploring in life that you have to do. I mean, mastery, the commitment to constant and never ending improvement, that's the point. It's never to stop, right? So, um, think about entrepreneurs. Some of the top entrepreneurs, they get in the hole 6 figures, 7 figures, and it's their mindset, it's their life experience, that's maybe even some of the contacts that they've developed over the years, their skills that gets them out of the hole and back to where they were or even better. So look for those success stories and one that really resonates with you. Our president, Donald Trump, personality aside, I'm talking about his business. One way to look at it is he was in the hole and he was able to make deals and he worked on his skills and he was able to turn it around. Okay? And I'm not going to go into detail like, oh, he had help and this and that. The point is of that little story is it's possible. All right? Now, I'm not a financial advisor, but you might want to get some advice from a professional that's in your area. I know Dave Ramsey takes a very conservative approach on debt and stuff like that, and that might be something. If I mean you're 59, you probably know way more information on this subject than I do, anyways. So I guess take it one day at a time, one step at a time. Write things down, just refocus. Everyone in the world who's been affected by this COVID pandemic has had to adjust their life. So readjust your goals, write them down, and just start working towards them. And maybe reach out to some old friends uh, that are doing well and try to model them or ask for advice. I'm not sure what your situation is, but your life experience, there's someone in the world that needs some of your wisdom. And I would suggest you don't give up and leave this world without giving your gift. All right? And you've given me a good description of kind of your life here. If for you to say that you don't have a gift and you don't have anything to give to this world and I don't buy it. I think it's a bunch of bullshit because no one makes no one does really well, um, like you said, and have a 35-year career and not have anything to show for it. So there's definitely people that you can help, and think about them. Think about how you can reach out to them. Maybe even create some kind of service around helping people. All right, Badly. I guess let me know what you think, um, and keep going. The next post, and this will be the last one for tonight. Michael, I want to be me again. I'm at my wit's end. I don't know what else to do. I'm not suicidal, but I'm feeling nothing but despair. So I will direct you towards the front of this video where we did some breathing. So I want you to notice, become self aware of when those feelings are coming up, and then try to immediately counter with that breathing exercise we did. Okay?